Are you interested in additional ways to treat and prevent COVID? I'm going to share in this video an important and overlooked treatment. How are you dealing with this pandemic? Well, I want to again focus us on the 4 areas of this pandemic that I think we should look at. And the reason is because long term, I'm afraid we're going to see viruses again or variants or whatever. Remember, we've talked in other videos about the importance of your own immune system, getting it as strong as we can. We need to do research in this area to see if there's other things that we can add to keep this immune system functioning at the optimal level. Second, if you get sick, we need to jump on it quick. We need to develop medicines, test the medicines, see what works the best. We're working on this. We haven't done as much of that as I like. Thirdly, we need to work on acquired immunity. And that comes from vaccines and your own acquired immunity. And lastly, and each of these are equally important, lastly, we need to focus on which groups would benefit the most from these treatments. Who's at the greatest risk? Who should we focus on? Who should we put in the hospital? Who should we treat with this medicine or that medicine? Well, each of these arms have to, in my opinion, be focused on vigorously and aggressively, because if we don't do it now, history will repeat itself. We're going to have another virus down the road, and then we're going to be literally in the same boat we're in now. So what is one physiologic treatment that might be overlooked, that we might not be adding to this regimen, this 4-part regimen that I outlined, that might improve our immune system, that might be used to treat the acute infection, that might help us with acquired immunity? Well, I want to share with you a text, and that's Exodus 23, verse 25. So you shall serve the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and I will take sickness away from you. So this says that the God of the universe, when you serve him, when you worship him, he will bless the things you eat, the things you drink, and he will take sickness away in the midst of you. That's a promise. That's a biblical prescription. He doesn't say how to do it, but he gives us a clue that when we serve him, when we worship him, this will happen at some point in our lives. Years ago, I read this book, and I thought it was an excellent book. And this is by Francis Collins, and he's at the National Institute of Health, and it's called The Language of God. And his group helps sequence the entire DNA, our genetic template. What makes us function the way we do? And he named that, this is the language of God, because in looking how our DNA and what controls it works, we can learn about God. Well, this opened up lots in the scientific community. All of a sudden, we had tools to study things, at least in our environment, that affected our DNA, which affects our entire body.